You want to know what are the best stocks to buy now? And here's the thing, guys. 2025 is almost here. We're nearing the end of 2024. Today, I want to share the top 10 holdings in the community portfolio. This is a Fired Up Wealth community portfolio. We started this in 2022, and we designed this portfolio pretending that I was 20 years younger, that I was 25 years old. How would I invest for growth for a very long-term horizon? The Fired Up Wealth blueprint methodology consists of different pillars: growth stocks, ETF, dividend stocks, spec stocks, and cash. One of the most important things that most people don't do is they don't build a plan. They just go out and buy a bunch of stocks, download a Robinhood app, buy 10 stocks, and say, this is my portfolio. You should have a plan before you buy a single stock. So what's your plan? What's your blueprint? You need to create a blueprint. If you don't understand what it is or how to make one, we teach this in the masterclass video series. You need to build a portfolio that aligns to your risk tolerance, your DNA, your suitability, and your plan. Now, the community portfolio consists of 60% growth, 10% spec, 10% DGIF. This is dividend growth investing for FIRE, total growth stocks that have a dividend, as well as ETFs 20%. Some ETF ideas we talk about, and I've got a top 7 growth ETF video you can check out. The VU, of course, S&P 500, the NASDAQ 100, the QQQ, the VGT is a great one, SOX or SMH for semiconductors. And of course, if you're more into dividend growth, SCHD is an option to look at. We like to invest in megatrends, so artificial intelligence, data centers, 5G, cybersecurity. All of these different megatrends are where the growth is going to be over the next 5 and 10 years. And we want to build portfolios that capitalize, that capture the growth from these secular growth trends. In August 2020, I said that semiconductors are the new oil. And semiconductors are, of course, a huge part of AI, but also all of the secular growth trends that we just covered in the last slide. So when you look at megatrends, you've got semiconductors in that top right, you've got SaaS in that top left, and really everything feeds into those, especially semiconductors. None of these secular growth trends can exist without semiconductors, the new oil. So they power everything. The new oil, cloud powers the future and needs semiconductors to work. So people will say data's new oil. Well, data is going to need semiconductors, and that's just part of it. And this is just a quick flow chart that I put together, a map to help you think, and yours might look different. But you can see on the left-hand side how SaaS flows into AI, big data. You got genomics. On the right-hand side, everything from fintech and crypto. All of these are fueled by semiconductors and the new oil. Now, the first stock on the list is one we've covered on the channel since 2019. In 2022, we said it was a must-own stock for any portfolio. Here's a quick throwback for you on my highest conviction stock.
In the late 1890s, Nikola Tesla invented an AC generator. We invented an AI generator. The AC generator generated electrons. NVIDIA's AI generator generates tokens. Both of these things have large market opportunities. It's completely fungible in almost every industry, and that's why it's a new industrial revolution.
The next phase of growth for NVIDIA, and why NVIDIA stock will go higher. Could NVIDIA be the most valuable company in the world? So top 10 holdings, number 1, and this is going to be like 13% of the portfolio. I am creating another video that's going to break down the entire portfolio. So it has 45 positions, and that video shows you every single stock, every holding, the cost basis, everything. So if you want to check that video out, join us on Patreon. It's patreon.com/firedupwealth. But NVIDIA is up 876%. We started this portfolio in 2022. With $0. We started with $5,000 we invested, and then $1,500 a month. So from zero to almost $140,000 in a little over 2 years. We've done very well. NVIDIA is the top holding, 876% gain. I've been telling you about the different phases of AI, with phase 1 really being that infrastructure phase, which benefits companies primarily like NVIDIA. But which stocks should you buy now to capture that next phase of generative AI growth? Phase 2 is all about data. LLMs are part of that infrastructure built by NVIDIA, but these large language models need data to be utilized. Second is Snowflake. Now it's only up 24.5%. I do think that this is going to do well 2025, 2026. That first stock, NVIDIA, is going to be semiconductors, new oil. That's going to be part of phase 1 Gen AI, the infrastructure phase. This is phase 2. That's taking the LLMs and making that LLM usable on your company's data. And Snowflake's going to help do that. So when I think of artificial intelligence, Gen AI for enterprise, and I think of how we're going to use LLMs in a business setting for enterprise, Snowflake, Palantir, MongoDB, Elastic. These are the beneficiaries. Number 3 is Datadog. We're up 78%. That is the third largest holding in the portfolio. I like this one, especially because they're more into cybersecurity now than ever before, but this is a very interesting company. If you don't know much about it, I do have several videos on the channel. Marvell Technology. This is going to be one of those semiconductor players, and it will be a beneficiary from AI. It's really part of the phase 1 infrastructure with Nvidia, with Broadcom. We're up 163%. Number 5, this is a small cap. This is going to be a semiconductor foundry. So located in Bloomington, Minnesota, very small. I actually interviewed the CEO on this channel. You can check out that video. It's the 5th largest holding, up 147%. And we've actually sold some shares. So this is how shares at this point. So this RoboVan is space for up to 20 people and designed for autonomy. Robotaxi charging, wireless charging removes the need for a human. Of course, Optimus is a moonshot for Tesla. A lot of people think that, hey, everybody's going to want to have one of these in their house. Of course, there's going to be competition. The reality is not everybody's going to want to have one. Just like if you think of Oculus, you think of AR, VR goggles, it's not for everybody. Tesla up 216% is the 6th largest holding. This is really a clean energy conglomerate. Of course, robo-taxis and Optimus are huge moonshot ideas for the future. If you invest in this company, you believe that Tesla is more than just a car company. It's more than just an electric vehicle company. It's really an AI company. 7 is CrowdStrike. Been long and bullish on CrowdStrike since 2019, the IPO. Been covering this stock on this channel since 2019. It is up 215% right now and the 7th largest holding. This is going to be best of breed cybersecurity, especially when you think about endpoint security, but have branched out into many other areas of cybersecurity as well. Number 8 is going to be Alphabet Google. Now at heart, this is really a digital advertising company, but you got to think about AI. I think of Google Cloud Services, also Waymo, several other moonshots. I like this company. It's up 90% and the 8th largest holding in our portfolio. What's up, YouTube? Investing Aliens. Hope you guys are doing great. I've got a quick one here today. I want to break down the market really quick. We're going to talk about one small cap stock here, Rocket Lab, that could be an opportunity. So I'm going to break it down. I'm going to show you a few highlights. We'll look at fundamentals. We'll look at a chart. We'll look at some technical analysis, and I'll give you my overall thoughts and commentary on Rocket Lab. If you've been following Fired Up Wealth for a while, we've talked a lot about secular growth trends and trying to get ahead of those trends and trying to invest in opportunities where we can ride these mega trends and capture profits on the way. So if that sounds interesting to you and it's down your alley, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click that bell for notifications. And we do have some very exciting news that will be dropping here very soon. Only a couple people know about this, but trust me, it's going to be big. We'll call it Fired Up Wealth version 5.0 because we are going on our 5th year. So definitely make sure you subscribe, have that bell click for notifications, and stay tuned. Now, I do own Rocket Lab in both portfolios, so the primary as well as the community portfolio, and the cost basis is a little better than where we're at right now. Rocket Lab is number 9. Now, this is a spec stock that we said, hey, could be big someday. It's going to take a long time for this to pan out, but it's absolutely ripped in 2024. We've sold shares. This is house shares, and the P&L shows 649% gain. It's been a huge winner for Fired Up Wealth. And number 10 is going to be MongoDB. Now, I mentioned Snowflake earlier, another phase 2. When you think of Gen AI, enterprise AI beneficiary, now, this is only up 5.3%, one that I think will do better in 2025 and beyond. If you want to see the entire portfolio, make sure to check out patreon.com/firedupwealth. That video is available right now and you can go watch it. Thanks for your time and attention. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.